Officiating crew as well tonight with Ron Groover, Doug Shows, Pat Driscoll. Big time matchup. It's Duke and St. John's, and the Red Storm control the tip.
Nice re-screen.
Evans trying to create. Hard drive, fend off, double clutch, and he lays it in.
How about that? He gets a piece of that lane. He's been doing that of late.
It's 58. They shot 55% from the field.
Got to take his left away. He's going to drive all the time, Mitchell.
And he gets the floater to go.
And that's his game.
Against Mitchell.
Caden Boozer has played well starting in the absence of Caleb Foster. Bullet feed. Cameron Boozer goes to the left hand for two.
Nice little flex cut there. You can't help if your defense hits St. John's.
Edge of four. Extra feed. Mitchell. It goes.
How about that extra look?
Right now, Duke is riding a 13-game winning streak. That's the longest active streak in the nation. They save it in transition. Evans, the pull-up three, off the rim, flying in Brown. And he cleans it up on the interior.
Well, put him in the early, really. Nobody identified and checked out. Mismatch right here. See if they dig.
They're going to come on the pass.
Brother to brother. And Boozer cut next. Caden Boozer from deep. Hopkins trying to get involved here.
Hasn't been able to get that mid-range game.
I think the length of the perimeter, Duke, giving him trouble.
And a good sign. Darling cans a triple. He's really been struggling from downtown.
Great sign for St. John's, but St. John's unable to get into the paint.
Turnover here. This is what they're best at.
And a steal and bucket. St. John's with the pressure.
Hopkins a little more busy on his screening and popping.
Jackson, he's gone against Duke before at North Carolina, and he drains a triple.
How about that? Nice little movement, get himself free. So we can run rim to rim. A little dribble handoff. You go under, you pay. Generally, that would be the scouting report. But then the
edge of four on a handoff for Jackson. Bronx, New York native. Prey is going to take it and make it for three.
Raph, you called it. Prey can knock down threes. His 12th made.
Foul was called on Hopkins. Half-court set here for Duke, just past the midway point of this first half. Back in. Evans has got a bunch of moves, and he flips it in.
And he got the size, too, to take advantage.
6 points for Isaiah Evans. 3-point game. Hopkins, a three, bottom.
He can get that going. Compliment his middle game.
It's 6 3-pointers.
Drive up. It's Zuby. There you go.
Boozer, 2 defenders, missed it. The follow goes for Brown. The acceleration by Sarr. Evans, he'll drive it and slam it down.
Isaiah Evans, a shooter last year.
ACC versus days at Surges, but how about this? A drive attack.
So Caden Boozer will accelerate on Hopkins, take it all the way, but misses the lay-in. Taken away by Brown. Boozer extra feet. Oh! The crank for Dame Sarr.
And that's all Evans.
St. John's, look at the active hands, Malik Brown. Duke.
I like Zuby inside with this lineup.
St. John's has made 1 of their last 7 shots, and Mitchell changes that. He rattles home a tray.
How about that? Trying to corral this. He's done a great job.
Kick. Evans, flyby, jumper, got him.
Ooh, the pump, the bite, the drill.
Drive, Mitchell. He got bumped by Boozer. Working to the post, edge of four.
Got the hook on the stretch.
And the discard. Brown goes down, and edge of four takes advantage.
Got to get inside with edge of for 2.
On a handoff, Sanet.
Look at the help and show and recover in the back.
Darling fires. Bucket, round 3.
How about this kid? He had been struggling. We talked about it.
As we approach 2 minutes to go in this first half. 2 defenders on Darling. Give it up. Edge of four lines it up. He hits a 3.
How about the pick and pop? Does like to drive, Darling.
Edgefor has the mismatch. Got to get in the post there against Caden Boozer.
Give it up. Praise confident. Got a 3.
Well, he's fumbling rebounds, but that's his second tray.
From downtown.
And Raph, sometimes you just have to pray.
Jackson high screen Prey. Pick and pop. Prey. It's good.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
I like this right here.
Back in. Boozer over Hopkins. Tough angle.
And turned away from the double team there, Raph.
Smart.
Hopkins.
Gotta go.
Shot clock at 10. Hopkins drives. Hopkins can't finish. Tip in edge of four. No. Claims it. Edge of four. That won't go. It got knocked around. And edge of four.
He's hurt
hard. on the small of his back. Boozer drives and kicks. Evans lines it up. Money.
What a great job.
Mitchell looked
Nice
inside. Instead goes outside. The rainbow three doesn't go for Sellers. Offensive board. It's blocked by Boozer. He just negated Ejiofor. It happened against North Carolina, Tracy, in the regular season finale. Baseline delivery. Count it. It's Sellers.
Great set. Little curl off the bump.
Boozer way outside. Denial. Steal by Ejiofor. Ejiofor. Beast mode. Takes it in for the flush.
Not a good pass. Not a good angle.
And it's controlled by Hopkins of St. John's. Running the floor. Mitchell can fly. Count it, and a foul.
And that's where he thrives right there, Raph. Dylan Mitchell in transition.
And Darling takes it away
Nice
from
pass.
Boozer. The cut. Ejiofor with the hammer John's things in this second half. Ejiofor going strong to the hole. They've got the lead. So now Duke trails St. John's by 4. A near turnover, and now it is turned over. It's Mitchell floated up. The acrobatic finish and the adjustment by Ejiofor.
Protecting the dribble whatsoever.
Well, just too careless with the ball, but St. John's, they pressure every dribble, every pass, every shot.
Now they get Ejiofor involved.
He can drive. Nice little switch.
Another one. Oh, Ruben Gray! He is not human.
Why did Patino?
85.
I used to love to put a guard in there, Grant. He could turn and make a play.
Jackson stutter step. Got it.
He can play, not only a shooter.
They got to reload it. I don't think it hit the rim.
Boozer misses from 3. Taps it over to Foster, and the layup goes.
That probably should have been a shot clock violation right there. The ball did not hit the rim.
Hard drive, Foster, little stop and go. That was tricky.
And Gumbo with the nice whistle.
There's Darling, off the penetration, hanging floater for 2.
Anytime you can get into crack, 2. Look at this kid hustle well.
Foster, pedal to the metal. He floats it up, and he gets the roll.
A little more aggressive, though, getting in the lane.
And you notice, but that's the spot where he needs to be to attack that zone.
I would rather somebody else there, though. A playmaker.
But Hopkins there.
Hard drive, Boozer banks it in. Here comes Duke.
Really not attacking.
Darling with Homenya there defensively. Now they're down to 8 to shoot. Ejiofor on a kick. Sellers lines it up. He hits a 3.
What a nice find by Ejiofor.
Attacking. Boozer. Spin. Boozer pump. Missed it. Boozer grabs it. And Boozer gets it to go on the interior. High screen Boozer. Double screen Harris. Boozer rolls. Lob it. Gumbo the catch. Ejiofor recovers. Homenya gets inside.
There's that pass. He's good.
Hopkins, shot clock down to 4. Hopkins makes his move on a spin. The back end, the fade, it's good!
That's his game, really.
Cameron Boozer trying to force his way out. Off the double, swing it. Evans, shot clock at 6. Evans, he's got it.
Tough. He had been out, rested a little bit.
Chance to tie or take the lead depending on shot selection. Under 8 minutes to go.
Pick and pop.
Evans for the lead. Bingo!
Oh, goodness. Hopkins.
And the Blue Devils go up by 1, the 6th lead change of the night. The answer, Hopkins drains the rainbow delivery.
How about that?
Duke likes this inverted screen and roll here.
Again.
Evans ball fake. He'll drive it, stumble, and score!
He is mixing his game up beautifully.
10 to shoot.
He's got to go.
Boozer one-on-one with Hopkins. Boozer, tough spot, and he finishes with a floater. Boozer one-on-one with Hopkins. Evans gets a touch with 10. Step back jack. He buries it. A 3.
What a performance.
2.5 to go. Duke up by 4. Foster, hard drive on Ejiofor. And Ejiofor rejects him on the inside, out of bounds. Boozer. Long strides, Foster, ball fake, jumper, yes!
Wow, how about that? Welcome back. Pump fake. A big trip right here.
Mitchell, give it up, Hopkins. Ejiofor, they need it, yes sir!
Oh, wow.
That's what he's done all year long, though. Down to 10. Not much going on right here.
They vacate the area, Foster gets to the rim for a big bucket. Sellers looking for an opening. Needs help.
Excellent
Hopkins,
D.
under a minute to go. Hopkins makes his move. Reverses it home. St. John's triggers in. And that's it. Hopkins, the heave. Duke is still elite. For the third straight season, the Blue Devils advance to the regional finals.